Kia ora, and welcome to the Beer Jerk Beer of the Week Drink Along. I'm Joe.
I'm Luke. And this week we're drinking
Urbanaut Habanero and Lime Lager.
a couple of professionals, aren't we? Just like TV presenters.
I just took 1 week off and I've forgotten everything.
Urbanaut are cool guys.
Yeah, great guys.
Yeah.
And they're brewing a lot of sort of interesting lager styles. They're doing a lot of West Coast Pilsners at the moment. They've done other chili lagers other than this in the last sort of year and a bit.
Yeah, I think we had their chili lager about this time last year.
Palomar, yeah.
Palomar, that was it. Yeah, that was lovely. Yeah, really good. So Urbanaut, Bruce, Simon and Thomas kicked off the brewery about probably 5 years ago now, just down in Morningside, so the other end of the Auckland Beer Mile. So fantastic local central Auckland brewery.
Aren't they in Kingsland?
They're next door to Morningside train station, which may be Kingsland. I haven't actually looked at the boundaries on maps, but I think of that area as Morningside. Really cool spot. Brilliant burgers. I feel like when I go to the tap room, there's as many people frothing about the burgers as there are the beers.
Yeah, it's taken off massively. You know, foodies, like I have friends who go, do you know Urbanaut, do you? And I'm like, well, yeah. They think of them almost as a burger restaurant.
Yeah, which is Urbanaut, is their burger wing. Fantastic place, and pretty experimental, wild beers coming out of there. As I've probably chatted about before about Urbanaut beers, definitely when they kicked off, Bruce, their head brewer, who had worked at Fuller's and at Meantime, and he's got qualifications in packaging, which is so important when it comes to beer tasting good. It's everything. If the can's screwed, then the beer's going to taste awful. But he's really passionate about lagers, very much so. And that was really his focus when they opened Urbanaut. But then they quickly realised what people have got a taste for and what people enjoy drinking, and it's hazies and it's beers with fun donuts.
Toasted marshmallows.
Toasted marshmallows.
That's a big one.
So they've absolutely thrown themselves into those kind of beers, and it seems like everyone's loving it, which is great. But the beers I get most excited about from Urbanaut are the lagers still.
Yeah, they, like I mentioned, those West Coast Pilsners have been hugely popular. Like, people talk about them quite a bit. And just Kingsland Pilsner, such a classic.
Yeah.
Miami, it was Miami Brute for a very long time, sort of a hoppy low-carb lager. It's now, I think, just called Miami, but I presume it's still a hoppy low-carb lager. And it's, always a favourite of mine in their tap room. And yeah, they sort of excel at lagers, don't they?
They do, which brings us to the beer that we're drinking now. It's beautiful light in body. It's light on the palate. Well, light-bodied rather, but pretty big flavour, big aromas.
Yeah, big aroma. It's lime. I don't know if lime was added or if that is just clever use of motueka, but...
I'd say, yeah, it must be. And also they've written lime on the front, although it's not in the ingredients. So yeah, this will be a lime juice edition, I'd say. But you're right, like they're really sort of the motueka complementing it, so quite a clever hop to use. So motueka and riwaka.
Yeah. And yeah, just the habanero, sort of a nice warming, slow burn, I would say, if you could even say burn. Because chili pills is, well, this is a chili lager, but chili pills is not, it's pretty popular in a select group of people who are sort of cult admirers of Far North by McLeod's.
Yeah.
So that beer's been around for a good sort of 6-7 plus years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And sort of has its fans, but...
Yeah, the sort of the genre of chili lagers and pilsners is kind of like not a subculture, but it's sort of a subgenre. If there are people that you hear about a new chili lager coming out and they're desperate to try it. And what I really enjoy about beers like this is that it's the heat builds as you work your way through the glass. You have your first swigs and it's like, I get the sort of capsicane, get a bit of chili notes in there. But then as you go through, it sort of gets bigger and grows, which is really
it's not
fun.
like eating a hot wing with a crazy chili sauce on it that just makes you cry straight away. It's sort of, the first few sips you barely notice it, and then it sort of grows. And I think that's a great beer, like they do burgers there. It's a great beer to have sort of with fatty, rich foods, because lager is a nice crisp style to sort of cut through rich things. But
like cheeseburger.
sort of things you like might add a little bit of hot sauce or something to, like pizza would be another one. You know,
That's great with a good margarita.
Yeah. So just like add that sort of depth and that balance between what you're eating and what you're drinking.
And talking of margarita, I'm not sure if it's the sort of the word written on here. They mention it's like drinking margarita in a tropical rainstorm. If that's planted a subconscious seed in my brain, perhaps. But I don't know if there's a touch of salt in here. Well, I mean, there'll be some salt from the water profile, but it's sort of making me think about sort of salted rim margarita vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely on the dry side. It's savoury. It's flavour from the habanero. That was really lovely. I just did a little burp and just got some really lovely, lovely sort of capsicum chili notes in there. Pretty well put together beer.
Yeah, lovely.
I'm into it.
Bit of a contrast from last week's lager.
Yeah.
Just sort of two sides of the lager coin.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Let's not get started talking about lagers. We'll be here for another many hours. But yeah, lager can be so many things and so many delicious things. Most importantly. So you'd pair this with a burger with a pizza?
Yeah, I would say so. Anything sort of not spiced, rich and creamy. Potato gratin if you're vegetarian.
Nice. Yeah, because the lime chili is a flavour combo that you see often, right?
It's on potato chips. It's on burgers. It's on pizzas.
Yeah,
maybe not. It's in Mexican food a lot.
Yeah, lime chili tacos.
Yeah,
and that would be with something that's like refried beans or something that's bland and
just bring a bit of zest and sort of brightness.
Yeah.
Pop. Not that lager is ever bland and needs a pop, but
no. Well, occasionally it depends who's making it.
That is true.
As always, fantastic work at Urbanaut. Keep on killing it with the lagers every time. And thank you for watching. Thanks for joining us again this week. Cheers, Joe.
Cheers.
See you next time.